Hi, Jamie Hawley here. I'm with Dr. Jim McCallum, retired surgeon. Jim, you've been with Immunotech for over 20 some years. Can you share with us why you picked this company, particularly with your medical background?
Certainly, Jamie. A number of years ago, a friend of mine gave me some information about a natural product, and he asked me to give him an opinion on whether it was any good or not. I took a look at the information. I wasn't really into natural products or anything, but I said I would look at the information. And as I got into it, I got really interested. The credibility of the information was quite astounding. The more I got into it, the more I decided that I would go to Montreal and I would meet with Dr. Bunos, the developer of it. And I went there and I spent a day with Dr. Bunos and with Dr. Jimmy Gutman, the medical director of Immunotech Research. And at the end of that time, I decided that this was a product I wanted to be involved with and a company, Immunotech Research, that I wanted to be associated with.
Great.
And that goes back 23 years ago.
So Jim, with your medical background, you mentioned science and research. What separates this company in terms of its research, especially with a medical professional like you, compared to other companies?
Well, the credibility of the research is the big factor. A lot of companies out there have products and they say they have research, science behind them, but when you look at the science, it's one or two articles or studies that the company has funded, and they're not published in any peer review journals. Immunotech has well over 70 peer-reviewed articles on Immunocal in the medical literature. These articles involve cancer, lung cancer, colorectal cancer, asthma, autism, COPD, HIV, AIDS, even things like bed sores. It also has demonstrated improved medical performance and longevity. And for all of these reasons, and the fact that they are very scientifically based, I was very interested in this company and the product.
And Jim, you have a couple very serious and happy testimonials in your family. Could you share that with us?
Yes, I can. The one testimonial that I'll share is with my daughter, who has multiple myeloma. And when she was diagnosed with multiple myeloma, I went with her to the doctors at Princess Margaret Hospital in Toronto, one of the leading cancer hospitals in the world. And we discussed her treatment and whether she could or could not take Immunocal during this treatment. And when they looked at what it was, they decided that yes, she could take Immunocal during her chemo, her radiation, and even into her stem cell transplant. And that was 14 years ago. She's been disease-free during that whole time. So,
okay, that's great. Thank you, Jim.